What's up guys, welcome back to another video, hope you're all doing well today. I'm so sorry that I'm late on finally covering this track. This was released on Thursday the 25th and I don't think it's been given the love that it really deserves, you know. It was kind of released just after the new OEM update came out, so everyone was already practiced on those, and it came out just the day before the round 1 of the Motocross Championship at Parlour. So I think it's been overlooked a little bit, and I know that it's not on the first page of MX Speed Mods anymore. It's been shuffled down to the second one. So I just want to show it off for you and give Hurren the little bit of love that he deserves on this track too. So it is created by Hurren, and it's a complete one-to-one scale. Let me try and read this and play at the same time. It's a replica of real-life track, Big Air MX, which is a local track to Hurren, located in Newaygo, Michigan. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Although it is called Big Air MX, the jumps are not particularly big in-game or IRL, and the track is completely one-to-one scale. It's all been scanned using LiDAR technology, and he has widened the track a little bit to make it ride and race a little bit better in-game. But in terms of kind of like ruts and jumps, etc., it's all perfectly to scale. And I really love these sorts of tracks in-game, I really do. The only issue that I find with them now and then is that they tend to be best ridden on the really small bikes. I think a lot of bikes in this game are very overpowered. I think that's an MX Bikes problem as a whole, not really an OEM problem, to be honest. We just kind of go with what the game says is correct. So we're on the Husky 125 today. I've thrown my server up with a whole bunch of people joining already. I'm guessing because it's a Sunday, everyone doesn't mind hopping in and having a little bit of a rip round. And it's been a while since I've ridden the two-strokes too. I've been doing so much grinding on the 450s recently, just for GP or motocross as a whole. So it's a little bit refreshing actually. It's quite nice. I've definitely been playing the game way more than I usually do. I think I've got about 100 hours in the last 2 weeks now, which I can't remember the last time I had that much. I'm probably thinking back to the first month or so when I got the game and I was trying to learn it. So I'm definitely trying to put the effort in, and I done, I want to say 2 or 3 laps around this track on stream the day it released, just to show it off. You know, people was like, oh, by the way, new Hurren track dropped, so as always I have to go and check it out. And I actually really enjoy it. I love Hurren's ruts, the way he builds them, as I completely wad myself there, but they're not just perfectly unique and smooth. They've got a little bit of a hook in them here and there. His jump faces seem really smooth too, so he's got little bits of rough going into the corners, and the track as a whole, I think this is only my 3rd lap ever on it, but it seems to just flow really nicely, and the jumps are the size that you would expect. There's the occasional blind jump, like the one I just went over there, that you have to learn the track a little bit for, but that's why I always run the track map as well, just so I know what's coming up really, so I don't have any unwanted surprises. I do have a race set up in this server, so I'm going to wait for a bunch of people to join, and then we'll try and get a race going and see how it races overall. The only thing I have noticed so far is I've got the erode on 0.3, and it doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. It seems like quite a hard track to erode. Now, I'm unaware of what the track surface is like in real life, but maybe that's something to do with it. Maybe it's not one that gets particularly rough, well, we shall see. But a massive shout out to Hurren as well, not only for giving us another track, but for giving us a free track. And I said this on stream, that it is quite apparent that he's not just a creator that is money hungry, that will now only make tracks that go up on the shop and that's it, which I absolutely love the man to bits. I appreciate all the work that he puts into the game for us, and I am always so greedy and just wanting more and more. But I will see you on the start gate for hopefully a fun and interesting 125 race. I think there should be some good battles around here. There's 2 lines on every single corner, and hopefully we get to utilise them all. Oh man, I didn't get my start gate. I wanted the one on the left of the doghouse. Oh god, right, so only downside to this track, apparently there is only 30 start gates, but there's 40 pit spaces. So I think there's a few individuals, if we look over, oh, can't see it now, but basically behind where my mouse is, there's a few guys stuck in the pits, which might not be able to get onto the line, because I think we might have a full gate here. You can't see the ones at the end because I've got my bandwidth set to high rather than very high, but they are there, I do promise. Now, I'm actually really excited for this, because after I'd done the little intro bit, I'd done another lap or 2, and it seems like the track can be hit pretty wide open once you know where you're going. A lot of the outsides are really fast, but then you can also make passes on the insides. So fingers crossed I get out of the start gate, because I have no idea how to start on these 2 strokes. I've probably done like 3 starts in total on them. But let's see how it goes. There's a few Lins launches going on. Absolute scumbags who could do such a thing. Let's go. Oh, try not to backflip. I'm going to get absolutely destroyed here on the inside, I reckon. Oh, it's not going well. I'm sandwiched. Help! Help! Just your average MX bike start there. Right, and now what we can try and do is work our way through the carnage. We've got Mr. Smoke in here, who's on a heavily red ping. Maybe a Aussie / Kiwi moment, who knows? We've just got to try and avoid people. That's the name of the game. Until we get to some clear air, some clear space, we avoid as many people as possible. I'm going to try and rail around the outside in this corner up here. Oh yes, everyone's going inside, lovely. And then outside down here as well. Oh, he's barking. Yeah. Barking the virtual Durkle, so I'm not going to scrub this. I don't want to get cross-jumped. And then we go inside. Try and stay out of this man's back wheel. Check up a bit. Oh, God, please don't whip into me. I'm scared. There's a bike. Oh, just filter in. Just filter in, nice and easy. We're working our way up. Is that Mr. Smigdamp I see in P1? No, surely not. No, there's more people up the road. Okay, they just hadn't loaded in. I was about to say, go on, Smiggy, absolutely barking. Right, this is a little bit of a technical corner here. It goes up and then drops back down. Good amount of rough. That's what I'm liking. Is I think the roughness that he's got here, it's consistent, but it's not like too sharp or jagged and makes you get all sketchy all over the place. So once you know it's there, you can prepare for it. You can really still go quite fast. This one's a bit of a sketchy one. I've had my front end tuck in this corner a couple times. Get up and over this. I know that this inside's quite difficult to get into. Never mind, I don't want to get into it. The man's down in the middle. Right, I think we're up to P4 right now. And then I'm not sure what to do with my gearing up this hill, because third gear tracks well, but it feels like I run out of oomph a little bit. But if I change to fourth gear, I just completely bog. Oh my lord, that rut gave me a horrible kick. Whose man's is this? Oh, Mr. Hayes behind me. We are gaining. We're gaining. The leaders are making some mistakes. I think we've got Dylan out in front on the TM. I think that's the reworked TM as well from the OEM update. Haven't tried it yet. Interested to see how it rides. I don't think much has happened to it in regards to its actual performance. I think they've just fixed it a bit so it doesn't blow up after 10 minutes of being ridden, which is usually what you want out of your bikes. You don't really want them to blow up that quickly. Right, we'll check up here. Oh, Swingy got a horrible kick on the landing. I think he landed on that one braking bump. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm just going to go to the outside here. I want to carry as much momentum as possible. We're gaining. We are bogging, but we're gaining. I'm actually going to drop it down into second gear here, so we hopefully don't bog out the corner as much. Got the drive. We got the drive! I'm going to the inside. I'm going. I'm here. 2 passes in 1 corner. Let's go. Little scrub down the hill. Don't go for the bars. Yeah, yeet. I'm going to go outside again because it gave me a good drive for this straight. Oh, that man, I don't know if he got into the back of me there or if he crashed on his own accord. Right, we're up into P2. Look at the scrub. Oh, Dylan's barking. Dylan's really pulling away from me here. TM125 new meta, question mark? Confirmed, maybe? I don't know, he's on the move though. He's definitely gained time on me last lap. And I feel like I've been going pretty well. I don't think I've been doing too terribly. Let's see if we can pick up the pace a little bit, see if we can catch up. Oh, that jump's a bit of a stretch. He has made a mistake, which is good for us. Let's go into the more open rut, so we haven't got to slow down as much. I'm going to try the outside here again, rather than slowing down for the inside. That seems to work pretty well. I think it's quite a outside dominant track, really, on these smaller bikes, because you want to carry as much momentum as you possibly can. Got these 2 little singles. I tried sending that and doubling the entire thing when I tried the track on a 450, and I was just barely coming up short. But I feel like it's doable. So if you can manage to do that, then do feel free to send a clip in via my Discord, which is down below, which you should all be part of by now, by the way. And you get to join in on these servers every now and then. I quite often do them on weekends, because when if I do record, I mean, I know I've missed the last like 2 days worth of videos, which I apologise for. But when I record, I usually tend to do them around midday, which for me and the Europeans is fine. But usually for the US guys, they're still asleep. They're not up and about yet. So I like doing these on weekends, because then the Americans do have a chance to hop in, and we get everybody in here. I mean, we've got some Aussies in here as well. We've got some Europeans. I'm sure there's an American or 2 in this lobby. If you see your name, say hello in the comments as well. Love that. Let's get up and over this bad boy. I mean, I'm just going to go to the outside. I don't know if it's faster. I see a yellow flag, but I don't think that's for us in front. This man is down horrendous. Please don't swerve into me. Oh my Christ. Oh, that was an L by me. I went all the way too far to the right. Let's get going. Oh god, we've got Smiggy on our cheeks again. One thing that... So obviously I'm not a massive 125 guy recently. I've not been playing them much. Not sure what the 125 meta is, but when I loaded into the server I saw just a whole bunch of people on Huskies. And I don't know if the Husky is genuinely good or if it's like an appearance thing, because I'm a big fan of the model, especially in the cockpit right here. I think it looks really nice. I like the bar pad as well. One thing that I absolutely hate on some of these bikes is the before you put any model swaps on, the stock bar pads where there's literally nothing. I mean, anything to save a little bit of weight, right? Right? Does it make you go that much faster having no foam on your bar pad? Which I always want to run my model swaps. And recently people have asked me why I'm not running the handguard model on the Yamaha anymore. And the simple reason is I got fed up being asked how to bloody install it, you know? It's such a pain in the bum having to repeat yourself over and over again on the same streams. So I just got rid of it. It's not the end of the world, it's not that deep. Probably would have made sense running handguards for outdoors and not for Supercross. But, you know, we don't live in an ideal world. We can rock what we want, and I'm quite happy just running the fat bar on there instead. Go round to the left. I feel like it might be a P2 for me this race. I think Dylan might have spun an extra lap or two around here, either that, or he's just better at picking up tracks quicker than I am. Or maybe the TM is just that OP. Maybe the TM is a big barker. I have to give it a go again at some point and see how she feels. I know that she was pretty fast overall, and in the 125 series, a majority of people for the first 2 rounds were using them, and that's the reason why so many people's bikes were blowing up. Because everybody was on them, and everybody was doing a 30-minute long moto, and about half the field finished the race. Oh no, don't... Oh, god damn it. I was barking that corner, just barely went over it. Oh no. I mean, a bit of a lonely P2 right now, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter. We're still on a fun track. Oh, we have a good time. There's probably the biggest jump on the track, on quote-unquote big air. What's this IRL, Brandon? Ridiculous. I could come to this track and hit every single jump. And I'm an absolute C-class warrior at best. I'm trash IRL. What is this? Outrageous. Love this little downhill here with all the rough stuff. Really gets the bike chattering. But doesn't get it so unsettled that you can't make the corner. I think gearing's probably the hardest bit to get right around this track. You might have to mess about with it a bit. Because you want to kind of drop down as low as second gear in some of these tight corners to get the bike moving. Then I feel like you run out of steam, run out of a bit of oomph. A little scrub. I was tempted to try the 252 strokes around here, but I thought they might be a little bit overkill. I'm glad we tried these 125s. It's nice doing these weird little races here and there. And, I mean, my server's going to be up for the entirety of the day, so people can kind of come and go as they please. And one thing that is good about these servers is when I announce in Discord that I'm doing them and we get, even if we just get like 10 people in, the server then appears higher up on the server list, so then people that aren't even part of Discord and they're just playing bikes in general see it and join it. So it's like a still snowballing effect. It happens all the time. Me and Charlie every now and then will go into a server that has maybe like 3 or so people that is probably on a track that we prefer more than the most populated servers. And then over the course of like 10 minutes or so, it'll usually fill up completely. It's not too difficult to do. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of people playing on Parlour throughout this week, the round 1 track, just to get their practice in for round number 2. And I've not really spoken about it, but if you weren't there for the stream, I ended up doing EU and NA all within the same stream. The stream went on for 9 hours. I forgot how long the outdoors nights just take in general. They take a lot longer than Supercross, because you have to wait for the 250 motos before the 450s, and qualifying's longer, and so on and so forth. And we had some server issues, to be fair. Some of the servers were crashing on us. But we got through it. 9 hours in total. It was absolutely nuts. And there was a lot of very, very supportive people there. So thank you everyone that did show up. I think during the EU Moto 1, we managed to get about 450 viewers. So we did manage to beat the MX Simulator stream. So that's a W. Bike's on top for now. I'm sure that will probably trigger a few people in the comments. Please don't hate me. I'm just stating facts. And overall, I'm going to spoil the results now. If you don't want to see it, go and watch the stream and then come back. Is in EU, game crashed in Moto 1 while I was in P4, and I was so annoyed. It's unreal. Moto 2, I got P5. I have no idea where I ended up overall. I haven't even wanted to look at the standings to see how far behind I am after 1 round. Why is this man riding backwards on the track? That's alright, he's spinning around, just getting going again. In NA, I got P4 in Moto 1 and P4 in Moto 2 for P4 overall. So can't be unhappy with that at all. I did switch to the Kawi for NA. because I think I was just kind of doing a bit of soul searching, trying to find what would actually work for me, because I wasn't feeling it on the Yamaha, and it actually went alright. It weren't too bad. Qualified P3, and I was only 0.007 seconds off of getting P2 on it. And then we were like 3 seconds off of Skills, who's just insane at the game at the moment. So he doesn't count. We don't count Skills. If Skills wins, then second place wins. That's how I'm looking at the rest of the championship. So very mixed bag, very roller coasty of a round 1. But we'll go into round 2 and see how it goes. Just doing a bunch of testing in between, see if I can find a different bike or different setup that works for me a bit better. And I just want to say, like, especially in the NA race, if I played how I played at round 1, if I had done that exact performance last year or the year before, I would have smoked the competition by a long shot. Like, I was going so well, but everybody else has just stepped up their game so much. The bar's just been raised, so you have to be on it absolutely everywhere. But yeah, the NA kids are pretty cracked at this game at the moment. A lot of time going into it, which you get out what you put in, to be honest. So fair play. Going to be a very difficult championship to win. So that's going to do it from me. Thank you very much, Harron, for this track. It's really fun, very much enjoyable, and definitely a good 125 one. As you see, having a little rip around the outsides as much as possible. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you did, please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'd greatly appreciate it. Have a lovely rest of the day, whatever you're up to, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.